Today we have a good bit to talk about. I've been going for a while, but I'm back. And today the skincare routine is it's nighttime. Like right now, I believe it is 12:55. And so right now what I will be doing is just just a nightly quick something to put on my face to clean out my skin, which I have done this before. It is Olay mask, and it's a pore detox, and it has activated black charcoal, and it's actually a charcoal stick. It is like really really cool. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like it's like very very cool. Like, I used it a few times, and it left my skin feeling like really really smooth. And then we're also going to be using some Spa Life eye patches, and I've never used these before. I never used these before, so I'm gonna try them out and see how they work, and see if they can make me look more alive, because working right now around this holiday season has been killing me. So let's get started. All right, so it says to so before I did this, I want you guys to know that I did wash and dry my face. So your skin has to be like, you have to wash it, and you absolutely have to like make sure that it's dry before you apply this onto your face. So I already did all that off camera, and this is how it looks. I keep forgetting that I put this cap on, and like it gets kind of messy, and I don't know why I keep putting it on. So um we'll just go ahead and apply it on. And while I apply it on, we'll be talking about a couple of my guilty pleasures. And so first up today, if I hurry up and get this on, I think I'll be good. There we go. Like, I really don't want it on my fingers. Like, it's like really messy. Guys, I'm sorry. Give me a sec. Okay. Give me one sec, guys. All right, I'm back. I'm back. So the first up, we'll be talking about the Chasing Reality series. Uh, so a few weeks ago, I was looking at a I was listening to an interview. I was at work and I was listening to an interview, and the host had. Oh, by the way, before I even say that, you have to apply a thin layer of the Olay face pores detox onto your skin. You don't want to put too much, because then it'll just be a lot of it sitting on your face. And I'm not actually going to apply all this onto my face. I'm going to apply it to the areas that I want to apply it to. But if you want, you can put it. I honestly have put it all on my face one time, but like I think I need it in certain spots more than the rest of the spots. So let me get back to what I was saying. So, and by the way, you have to leave it on your skin for 10 minutes, and then you have to rinse with water. So I will rinse this off my face with water off camera. Just a FYI. And so I was looking at an interview, and I saw, and they started talking about, he was actually interviewing the executive and owner and producer of Gemini Films, Kiran, and they was talking about the state of a lot of the shows. And long story short, they talked about the come up and everything, but we'll get to that soon. um but long story short, he the Chasing Dallas series came up, and this happened like about like 4 weeks ago. I want to say this happened like 4 weeks ago, and it was a rumor that Chasing Dallas was going to get shelved for a little while, because Reese G was stepping away from the series. Now, I did see Reese G made a post on Instagram saying that he was going to be stepping away, and he was going to be starting his own channel. But until then, he was going to stay working with the Chasing Reality series, so he would stay underneath the umbrella. So weeks flew by, and I'm like, I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true. And then a guest of the show, Dre Simber, he appeared on the interview as well, and he kind of was like, "Yeah, like the show is actually ending. It's actually over." And I just didn't want to. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't want to believe it because chasing Dallas and the whole chasing reality series has honestly encouraged so much people and so much people like myself to keep going for what they're going, what they're fighting for, because there aren't any other shows out there anywhere that showcase gay men thriving inside the career fields that a lot of everyone wants to be in. Like, we see women do it all the time, like on the Housewives, Love and Hip Hop, Basketball Wives, reality shows, and everywhere. And then you see men do it on Love and Hip Hop, Black Ink. Like you see that, but like you always see a gay guy as a supporting his gay friend, or supporting, no, it's his gay friend. There's always a gay person supporting their friend, and they're always known as, oh, that's the gay guy from blah blah blah. No, like on Chasing Reality, they actually are the stars, and that's very rare to see. I think the only time like gay people was actually in the forefront was on like Love and Hip Hop, and that was like my Love and Hip Hop Miami. And then they also did have that gay couple in Hollywood, but like without it being that messy with all of those love triangles, because that's one thing that they all almost have in common, is that on their first seasons they were all love triangles, unfortunately. And it just, I'm not saying that everyone wants to be a face for a community or something like that, but like it just made, like it just, it was okay. I guess it was okay, but I stopped watching Love and Hip Hop like 2 years, 2 or 3 years ago. I don't know. But it's good seeing that, and it really does suck to see a show go. And it was later confirmed that this right here was going to be the last season of Chasing Dallas. And I don't know if it's shelved or if it's like not coming back at all. So I'm just going to even this out. I'm just going to even it out. And so I watched the entire season this season, and I must say, this season, it, how can I say it? This season right here was a bit, I don't want to call it toxic, because they actually had some good times, but like it actually got to a point where Ariel actually said, "Hey, I stopped coming around because it just was just too much of this. It was just too much of that." And I have to agree. Like, it seemed like every time Reese and George were around each other, like they just kept going back and forth with each other. And I get it. By now, it's not scripted reality. This is actually their lives. And I get it. If you don't like someone, you don't want to be around them. I totally get it. But after a while, like, you have to like let it go. Like, there has to be a time you have to let it go. Like, just let it go. And that became very repetitive and very tiresome real fast. It's like, okay, y'all two can't be inside the same room long enough that y'all just can't coexist. Like, okay. And then but overall, this was a really good season, because I'm not going to say that it was toxic. Like I said, I'm not going to say that it was toxic. I'm going to say that it was a very interesting season, and it was a very full season. And that's what I like. I really like that. Like, it did remind me of the old days of the Housewives, where Nene and Kim went at it. And those who remind me of Nene and Kim. Which I'm not going to get into, but whatever. So tonight, I was able to watch the season finale, and that was a damn good ass season finale, and it actually makes me want more. And I'm like, I can't get more, because they're not going to be continuing with the franchise. So right now it is 105. So at what's that, 1:15. I guess I'll probably like wash this off my face, but I may leave it on longer. And I'm going to apply these on the eye patches because they're supposed to stay on your face for 20 minutes or longer if you want. They said it's supposed to be very relaxing, so we'll see. We will see. Okay, I'm back. So I had to like pause for a second so I can open this. And yeah, again, I have messed up on getting these out of here, and I probably should have done this off freaking camera because now you guys are about to watch me struggle. And on top of chasing, on top of the farewell season, they did a virtual reunion. I did not want to watch it. I'm going to be honest. I didn't want to watch it. I hate these freaking virtual reunions. I haven't even watched any of Bravo ones, so I damn sure wasn't about to like watch this one. And then on top of me not watching any of them on Bravo, I just hate the whole virtual things. Like I had virtual meetings, and like it just reminds me of all of that. And I don't want to revisit virtual meetings. So we're gonna slap this on. Now I've never wore one of these before, and so I may have this on wrong. If I have it on wrong, would one of you please let me know? Because I think at this point I have like 8 people who've watched the last video, which is thank you guys. 8 people watch it, and I want to thank my 15 subscribers. I really appreciate you guys. So, okay, yeah, I do have it on. I have it on the right side at least. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, they're uneven, but I mean, I guess that's fine. So they have a virtual reunion. I haven't watched it, but I guess eventually I will watch it to a point where like I will be able to review it and talk about it. But right now it's just not that time. I don't want to watch it because it's going to be sad as well. And speaking of that, so as I was watching it, a commercial came on, and they were actually talking about a new show. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay, it's being narrated, and it's I think it's cool, whatnot. And so it's a new show called Rockies Dallas, and it's about a new generation of gays coming up, and I think that they're supposed to be like in a friend group. I don't know what too much of the show is about. But Markel is actually the producer and the executive producer. I think that's what it's called. He is the executive producer, and he also, so it's not going to be a Chasing Reality series. It's not going to be on Chasing Reality. It's going to be on Markel's new platform. Even though I think that if they would came to under like a agreement so that Markel could have put it on Chasing Reality, it would have bring more views to the channel. In my honest opinion, but I get it. You know, sometimes when you break away from something, you just want to like pull all the way off and pull all the way out. And I just felt that coming off. I felt it, and I wanted to stay because, oh, well, that's on there now. I actually feel it. I feel like something is like sucking my skin. And it does feature a cameo by George, and that's going to be cool. He is such a fine black man. He really is. and um, and so the rookies would that comes out January 22nd, 2022. And yeah, and so, and the last thing I do want to talk about is the come up on Gemini Films. So there's a couple things I want to talk about the come up on the come up Atlanta before I talk about anything else to come up. So they are inside their mid-season trailer right now, and it was released. And honestly, they made a post about who wants to host a reunion, and I was just like honestly thinking out loud. I was like, I haven't seen enough of the show to get a reunion. Like I honestly haven't seen enough to say, hey, this show needs a reunion. Because I'm like, all I've seen is like a few events and everyone show up and that's it. Like I don't why are you guys getting a reunion? Like I don't know. Like one of the cast members haven't even made an appearance since like the second episode. I know that he had COVID. I think it's Dion. I could be mistaken. Dion had COVID, but like we don't even get a check in. We don't hear anything from him. And then it's like Sky from season 1 to 2 of Chasing Atlanta is like making cameo appearances on the show. And it's like, what is he doing here? Like, we know, like what is going on? And it's like the first few episodes, the first 2 episodes of the Come Up Atlanta was very mature, and I like that. Like it was a whole different direction for the show from the past 2 seasons. It was like you saw growth, you saw maturity, like you saw them in a different way than what you have from what you've seen them do before. And I like that. I like that. I prefer that over the rah rah. I'm a bust show ass. But don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that y'all shouldn't do that. Like I mean, because that does bring viewage, and I do. I like it too. But I like to see mature arguments. I like to see stuff like that. You know what I mean? But that's just me. That's just me. Now, I think that they should get the King of Reeds to host a reunion so he can actually ask the questions that needs to be asked because he's going to get to it. He I feel like he is a journalist. I'm not 100% on that, but I feel like he does ask a lot of questions that a lot of people want to know. And it's like real questions, it's not popcorn questions. Like, yeah, so who styled you today? You know, it's gonna ask a real question. It's like, did you really think about the consequences of your actions of you attacking this person? Blah blah blah. Like it's like real questions. So yeah, but the rest of this season looks like it's going to be good. It does look like it's going to be good, and I'm not gonna talk about it yet. I'm probably gonna review episodes 1 through 5 all in one video, and I'm trying to make that a really really good video. I'm gonna try my best to, so we'll see. We will see. And on that note, I am going to end this video right here at this mark, and I'm going to actually make this a 2-part video. So the next part is probably going to be like 5 minutes at the most. So I'll see you guys soon. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for coming and viewing my new video. I know it took me a long time, but we'll talk about that later. Bye.